back to another episode here of the 49ers franchise. We've gotten through year one, and now it's time to get into the off season. Over here, we're probably just going to get a bunch of retirement messages. Joe Burrow lost the dang Super Bowl to the Jared Goff and the Giants. All right. The recap, obviously, here. The 5-time Super Bowl champions, New York Giants. Jared Goff was the MVP. Lamar is your MVP, Offensive Player of the Year. Dable, your Coach of the Year. Edge rusher, Aiden Hutchinson, was your Defensive Player of the Year. Tet is your Offensive Rookie, and Abdul Carter, your Defensive Rookie. According to the mock draft, we picked Marcus Whitfield. I'm telling you right now, we're not doing that. Already looked at retirements, the coaching carousel. We're able to maintain our guys. We're going to not fire them this year. They think they're going to get fired. Not yet. But this might be a good time to get some free agency stuff here for Tyree Suttle. Let's see. I feel like a lot of that. Hold on. All this is locked. Okay. It's all kind of together. Those are scouting buffs. Do we want to hang on to it though and get these tier 3 scouts? I think we could get a couple of them. The only way I see us not doing it is if I can find something that'll help us in free agency. Which I don't think I'm going to find. There's scouting boosts, which are kind of cool, but it's not going to help us. Nothing here is going to help. Well, hold on. Before we say that. Wear and tear, wear and tear. Okay, that's all wear and tear related. What about these guys? Do they have anything that'll help us in free agency? I highly doubt it. Nah, they're pretty much on par with us. So we're going to hang on to those points. I guess we have some players to upgrade. Lots of upgrades here for the practice squad. I think the only one I'm actually going to do is Isaiah Williams, who could actually be pretty significant this year. He will not be on the practice squad. He may even have a starting role, maybe. Unlikely with those. Go deep threat 1, and we'll probably go maybe physical 2. We lost 2 receivers. Oh, and go playmaker 3. I forgot he had 3. Deep route running going up +3. This is okay. Okay. Playmaker looks like it could be actually a pretty useful upgrade this year, where in years past you're kind of just looking at it like, whatever. Hold on, let me make sure the stream is running. It is. Perfect. Oh wait, hold on. That's the last one. Is this also stream 11? That would be unfortunate. Oh wait, no. It's just doing that glitch thing. I just gotta close the app real quick, go back in. Oh no, this is stream 12. Alright, cool. The rest of these guys, I'm going to allow them to auto upgrade because that's what I do typically with the practice squad guys. Firing and hiring a staff is available this week. But can I fire? Okay, you can fire them, yeah. Okay, cool. I don't want to, but that was what we wanted to look at. We're going to maintain our coaching staff for one more year. If they fail me, we will say sayonara. But for now, let's advance to the re-sign week. Imagine, I want to look in here now. Imagine they got fired anyways. Okay, no, they're still here. Alright, we got 12 players to negotiate with. We're not going to negotiate with a single one of them yet. Matthew Wright is we're going to say goodbye to him. Staff improvements. We did not improve the staff. They're the same.
One season ends and the work begins on the next for players and coaches. Their goals are the same. Find weaker areas and make them strengths to bring into a new year.
Oh, okay. Let's stop the run. Keep them from going. I'm gonna say inside. I feel like most of the big runs we gave up like 10 yards a pop on those inside runs sometimes. Oh, that'd be nice. Guaranteed, huh? We'll see about that. Weird though, you don't see any boosts from that, so it's literally just talk. We have 58 players currently. Again, we need to hold off on that because I need to see where we are. Not in the depth charts. Go to the GM's office. Position by position, we got 3 quarterbacks, 5 running backs, no fullback. Maybe we'll go out and get a fullback this year. 6 wide receivers. Although we would like to make an improvement here somewhere. 2 tight ends, we'll want to bring 1 in. Only 1 left tackle is our left tackle retired. 2 left guards. 2 centers. 1 right guard, and he's very bad. 2 right tackles. We'll hope to get a replacement there. 4 left ends. 3 right ends. 5 D tackles. We're good at that spot. Only 1 Sam linebacker. We'll want to get somebody else there. Got 3 middles. 3 wills. Might want to make an improvement there, though. Plenty of corners. Although, overall-wise, I could see Ivy and Minor going to the practice squad. Maybe you want to make an improvement to this room, as all your starters are aging. Free safety, you got 2 young guys. You got an older. Shiloh Sanders is 26. Well, he's 25 in real life. What the hell? How old is this Desmond Watson dude? Okay, he started at 22. you're pretty much cooked. Like, your development days are pretty much done. We'll want to go out and get a strong safety. I don't know that I trust Roderick Teamer here. Gonna get a replacement kicker, and we'll see about a punter. Alright, now we go into the negotiation room. I think this is a deal you go out and make. You know your room isn't the greatest. Might as well go make somebody's day. I think we're probably good on the edge, so we can look to make an improvement there. Winston Reed didn't play bad. We'll throw him a base contract. We're getting rid of one. Let's make sure we lock in the other. You can make the same argument for AJ Green that you made for the other player, but he's 28 years old. We'll see if we can make an improvement to our backup there. Shy Tuttle played well for us. We'll want to bring him back. Even if he is confirmed going to be the number 4 on the roster. You have to bring this dude back because you literally have no other right guard. And with him looking to be the starter, alright, he's going to free agency, that's fine. We'll probably pick somebody up in the draft. Let's franchise tag him. $10 million to the 16. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Jeff Wilson is intriguing. I think we'll go make the deal here. He played well as a secondary back. Ben Neiman, I might look to make an improvement there. We only have 2 tight ends, so we should probably try to make this done. We do get it done with Tanner Hudson. McNamara, I probably should have locked. Oh, yeah, I tried. Let's bump this up to 2 mil. Well, screw you too. And we already said we're pulling from him. Might be able to address kicker and punter. Get some improvements, but we can only go up to a 75 overall in free agency. So that might not be the greatest. And we may look to address Ben Neiman at a later time. He's fallen to the 3rd guy already, and if we bring somebody in, he'll fall to the 4th. Won't really be relevant at that point. Alright, nothing more to do this week. Let's look at this first free agent class. It's going to be a weak class. It always is. There is a new retirement. Dietrich Wise is going to retire here off of the Ravens roster. Few available free agents. There are some interesting ones out here. Omarion Hampton already. Same thing with Dylan Sampson. That's kind of crazy to me. Quarterbacks. Technically, I can bring any one of these guys in the room, but our guy is already higher than all of them. So we're just going to keep it moving. We're good at running back. We don't need to address it here. There are no fullbacks available. Do we make an improvement here at wide receiver? We can bring in Nick Westbrook-Akine or even McCole Hardman. I don't think I want to do that though. They have to be 75 overall or lower. DJ Chark. Do we bring in a fast guy here in Arian Smith, a young wide receiver? Or there's also Dante Thornton Jr., 96 speed, 23 years old. What's his catching looking like? Not terrible for a 74, and he's young, you can develop him, he's star dev. Why not make a cheap offer there? Scroll down, actually, hold on. Just sort by speed. Cavante Turpin. So he's the highest speed guy that is available to us. Danny Gray, bringing him back was also an option. Calvin Austin was an option. But here is a young option, the youngest out of the bunch. And we are not making a competitive offer at the moment. Honestly, bump that up to 3 years. See what he thinks of that. Sort by speed again. We have the number 1 offer out there. Okay. So we look to make an improvement there. Any tight end is available for us. A lot of these guys could really come in and just be a same tier kind of guy. Honestly, Eric All Jr. could be an interesting prospect. Let's throw an offer his way. But now we need to address the O-line. Left tackle, we only have one. We definitely have an answer in the draft there. We're going to keep it moving. We'll have a solid backup as well. But do we want to make any of these guys we can bring in? Any one of them. It won't always be like this. Most years you're looking at similar numbers maybe of people, but you're going to have a lot better players. It's just this year, look at our cap space, 149 mil. Next year we're going to have similar numbers, but as we start to sign people, say Marvin Harrison, those numbers are going to get a lot bigger. So is there somebody out here at 75 overall that we view as a difference maker? Usually you don't get one. Maybe Lucas Patrick, the veteran. Honestly, I want to go find a guy. Dalton Reisner is going to be your best pass block power guy. Can you see their age? Yeah, with the run block. So you got a younger guy in Daniel Falele. You have good power from him, bad finesse. Or you can come down another guy, Osiris Torrance. You're gonna have similar issues. He's just a better run blocker. Or you come down to Anthony Bradford, a wonderful run blocker, but a absolutely horrendous pass blocker. I think you go out and you offer a deal as backup and hope that he can give the running game a boost. But it looks like he's the highest overall guy here. You're going to have to up your deal for him. And it looks like we're tied there. If we lose that one, though, we do have some other options at starting right guard. Right tackle is another position. Maybe you look to get an increase, but you might want to wait. So what is another position we're looking at? The answer, Austin Reed. Oh my goodness. Sam linebacker only has 2 options. And if we want a backup, we're going to need to pick one of them up. But we can probably wait. At least a little bit. We also listed this. Stutzman is out of the rankings here. Where are our coverage abilities? James Williams has 80, 71. It's honestly probably the best you're going to get in terms of coverage. A young 70 overall linebacker. Why not go throw him a deal? That's a good deal for him. Only one offering. I would typically say, oh, I can bring that down, but look how much money we have. We're not worried. We're going to address the draft if we go corner, but a position of need here. We can't go with the top two guys. James Bradbury is listed as a safety. What the hell is this? Looking at a guy like Derek Forrest. Terrible coverages, though. But he's a strong safety. What does his pursuit look like? Or his power, you know? 86. Pursuit 79. Speed 91. He's going to have terrible coverages, but he'll be a good run-stopping safety, which I don't believe we have on our roster at the moment. Then we'll address kicker and punter. But let us evaluate our offers here. No one in... Oh, hold on. That's kicker. Eric Hall, the only one still in my targeted. We brought in Dante Thornton Jr., Derek Forrest, and James Williams. Looks like we lost on the guard. Eric Hall is still here. I will only allow myself. You can only pick up 5 in this range. Even though I could just throw 4 more guys on here, we're not going to allow ourselves to do that. Isn't this the player I had a damn offer in on? Hold on. Or did I pull it? Did I just do that with only 4 players on there? Great run blocker. Well, let's throw him back on the board then. Bump it up to 3.5. Let's see how that does us. What that does for us. Oh, I put him under available. No, Anthony Bradford was the one. Hold on. Let's review. Good run blocker, bad pass blocker, same kind of story there. Or you go with a guy a little bit older, a lot a bit older. Could also go Dalton Reisner here. He's going to be a solid pass blocker. Honestly, I think this is, if we can't get somebody in the room, this is where we would go over Osiris Torrance. We're going to withdraw our offer there. So we have the top offer. No one's targeted anymore. We got Dalton Reisner. Still no... Alright, we get to the final period and he says no. We are not allowing ourselves to go higher. Let's look. Combine no-show. Juan Woodyard. Stock drop in Cole Bloom, quarterback. Stock drop in Bob Clancy. Khalid Bigby had a good combine. Out of shape Cliff McCullough. Alex Velasco, top performer at left guard. Justin Tucker got cut. We are not picking him up, I promise. Let's go put those. So, Alex Velasco and Khalid Bigby. I believe I already have him on my board. Let's see. Go to wide receiver first. We at least looked at him. I remember. Oh, it's a left guard. Up here, a 3 to 4 guy. Let's take a look. Yeah. If he's a top performer, I'm concerned. Okay. But we will advance past the first round of free agency. The first round, you're limited to just 5. That's something I'm putting us on. And then the second round, you can put some people on there, but Kalen Layburn, 3 years retirement. Wait, was there a second one? Yeah. Leonard Floyd retired. And Jack Conklin. And Arthur Millette. Interesting. Mock draft 5, still going Marcus Whitfield. Wasn't he round 1 talent? Based off of the last mock? Oh no, it was Raymond Rivera and he's falling. And then we also had somebody else. BJ Faulkner, we find out he is 1 to 2 talent, round 1 projected. But Bryce Wall will not fall to the second round. Alright. Nor should he, if he's truly a round 1 guy. Alright, Pro Day stocks down. Juan Huerta. Stock rising, Carter Stevens. It's the only new information we have. So let's go to edge rusher real quick. Stevens is the guy rising. Check the other side. Oh yeah, but he's... yeah. Of course he is. Hold on, go in here real quick. Because he's... Oregon State... Northeast... No, correction. Penn State, Hutchinson. Penn State, Alar. It must be just the 2 of them. Let's go into free agency. Slide over to available. Zach Moss is still here. He's not available for us, though. There's only about 6 players not available for us anymore. Did we go out? Nope, he's still out here being a bum. So, kicker. We have options. Who has the best accuracy? Matt Gay? He also probably has the best power, right? Cade York is the best. Cade York's young, but I've had him in a past series, so I don't want to do that again. I know that's a weird reasoning, but... Let's go with Greg Joseph here. No. That's not who I wanted. Chad Ryland, a younger guy, 94, 78. I think that he has the second highest accuracy. Solid power. Gonna go ahead and throw an offer his way. $2 million. Should be an easy deal done there. Dang, what was his overall? How good accuracy. Oh, he's in my targeted. Hold on. So, oh wait, hold on. Reverse withdraw offer. I almost messed up there, y'all. How disappointing. So instead, is there another young guy with similar numbers? Probably the best similarity you're going to get is Andres Carlson. We're also looking to address kicker in the draft, so this should be fine. Now we go punter. I believe all are available to me. They are. Who has the best power? Michael Turk has the best power, but terrible accuracy. Jake Camarda really might be the best option here. He's going to have the highest accuracy power ratio, I think. Let's go out and get Jake Camarda. Does he have anybody interested in him? He does. We're going to up our offer a bit. Make it 2.2. 2.3. Alright. So we got 3 guys here. Is there anywhere else we feel can make a difference? Jackson Slater, 71 overall, young guy. I'd say he's a developable player. I actually like what I see from him here. So we'll go ahead and throw a deal out to him. We have the best deal there. I'm intrigued at that. Now, do we go get our sound? Okay, there's none available. We'll have to address that in the draft probably. Lots of things I'm looking to address in the draft though. That guard, if we get him, will eliminate a need in the draft though at left guard. Maybe we look to make an improvement here at the will linebacker spot. But you're looking at coverages more so than anything here. Damn, that's a drop off. So the best is probably going to be going after... So we're looking at these top 2 guys here. Zaire Barnes is going to be the younger option. We'll throw him a deal. Warren Burks is also out there. He would have been an interesting option, but much older. And Barnes has good speed as well. Oh, we already got a will? I forgot about that. Let's go ahead and withdraw this offer. Where do we go here? We've got a wide receiver. Do we look at corner maybe? Dorian Strong, he's too slow in my opinion. Let's go after who's going to be our highest speed to coverage players. Greedy Williams is an intriguing option, actually. Jalen Smith, a 22-year-old with 91 speed. Maybe this is where you want to throw an offer. Not necessarily a starter for the year, but somebody that you can go get to make you not need in another position. Obviously, we're going to want to make improvements on all of these positions. Eval. Everyone but Eric All is either gone or on our team. It looks like they're all on our team. I might address free agency a little bit differently next year. But it really depends. I mean, like, Derek Forrest, older player. These two are going to start. He's going to start. He probably won't. He might. Probably won't. Probably will. And probably won't. So even though they're higher overall, not necessarily people that are going to start. Eric All, if you don't sign this goddamn deal, you're such a bum. I wonder who the Rams' new quarterback is going to be. They're probably going to draft somebody, let's be real. Any new? Nope. So that's the same news there. Sign free agents. Go straight to my signings. Eric All is finally on board. We're done in free agency. On to the draft. Almost. Let's take a look at players. Kirk Cousins and Gardner Minshew go unsigned. Aiden O'Connell, the new quarterback, the new face of the Rams. Oh gosh. Zach Wilson going to the Dolphins. Mason Rudolph. Marcus Mariota, QB competition. Milroe could have went back. Surprised he didn't get signed at least. Hendon Hooker even got signed. Going to Baltimore. Ritter, who had a pretty good game against us, has moved on to Washington. Daniel Jones is 69. That's too funny. He's going to the Vikings. Jimmy G going to the Cardinals. Quinn Ewers also going to the Cardinals. He'll take the edge. James Conner going over here to the Texans. Amarian Hampton to the Packers. Dylan Sampson, Steelers. Okay, Judkins is coming over to our conference. The domestic violence man himself. Oh, they brought over Caleb Johnson, too. That's crazy. RJ Harvey going to the Commanders. Wide receivers. Oh my goodness. Alan Lazard coming into a stacked wide receiver room to replace Keenan Allen. Pat Bryant. Alright, anybody else coming over to our conference? It'll get so much more interesting next year. Jimmy Horn, teammate of Crickets, his name escapes my brain. Travis Hunter. Isaac No. Isaac Tesla is coming over to this team. The dang Seahawks. Alright. We're the only one to pick it. You're telling me right now we're the only one who went out. Okay. Of course it's them. Alaric Jackson coming over to the Seahawks. The Seahawks were busy in free agency. Alright. Another position we can definitely improve on in the draft, center. At least I hope so. Osiris Torrance got mad and went to the Cardinals after we withdrawed our offer for an old man. Son Reddick going to the Bengals. Baron Browning coming over to the Cards. Osai going back to the Bengals. Ooh, Eric Armstead departing. Thank goodness for that. But B.J. Hill takes his place on the card. Well, not his place. It's in the division, though. Kevin Givens, I believe, is taking over Eric Armstead's spot. Seahawks went out and picked up Otito Ogbonia. The Edge, Uchenna Nwosu. And Aziz Ojolari is coming over to the conference. Or the division. I keep saying the damn conference. Of course, the Rams, they decided, knowing we needed one, they took Karen Reed. Seahawks picked up Denzel Perryman. I don't like saying that. Good thing he's a much lower overall. He's not the same guy. They also picked up Teddy Buchanan and David Long Jr. Anybody else, Seahawks? Anybody? Nope. Alright. Corner. Cameron Sutton went unsigned. Xavier Watts, the only strong safety other than, okay. Picked up Derek Forrest, alright. Scene got picked up. I was like, Jimmy Ward retired. Alright. Oh, hold on, let's look at kicker and punter. Long snapper, anybody? No? Punter, Ryan Rico. Oh, Rico is available. No. Legend. Hayball got picked up. Whatever the hell that is. Kicker, Eddie Pinheiro, Will Richard, Tyler Bass, Evan McPherson. Oh, we could have picked up Money Mac. What am I doing, guys? What am I doing? Could have got the Bengals' whole special teams unit in here. But now time to take another long look here at scouting. Honestly and truly, with the news we have at tackle, do you possibly go quarterback round one? I feel like you would get more information on Drew Alar. Whose accuracies are going to be worse than Faulkner's. Or do you just go straight up Richardson here? The problem with Alar is going to be at throw under pressure, and he's going to be under pressure a lot. Whereas Faulkner has a throw under pressure. Injury-prone Quintarius Stewart, probably not going to go there. Another Penn State quarterback. Elijah Reed is intriguing, if I'm being honest. I feel like maybe the accuracies leave a little bit to be desired, but maybe someone we want to get more information on. So I'm thinking the information, probably not here. I don't like his accuracies. But you'd probably go Dustin Richardson. And I'm not sold on the throw under pressure here. But maybe you go another one into Elijah Reed, or do you just go Richardson? There's also, hold on, we can't just go past Matt Blakely either, the MVP out of LSU. It's gonna be, I think I want to get more information on him and Richardson for sure. So let's make sure they're both on our board. Receiver could be somewhere we want to hit in the 3 to 4 range. we did get good information on Bigby. Speed is in the good range, 4.45, 4.42. The route runnings aren't great, neither is the catching. I'm not sold. He's an athlete, don't get me wrong, but I'm not sold there. Do we look at Alex Jimenez here? 23 years old, 4.4 40s. Elite acceleration and agility. Route running is not great. The release isn't good. Catching and not good. Then you have Manny Tucker. 4.36 at one point. The release and the catching though. Well, the catching traffic anyways. He would be an intriguing guy late. Let's sort by catching. Their CIT would be in a bad spot. If you look at a guy like Manuel Vasquez, I believe we do have on our board. We don't. How old is he? 22, 6'4". He's slow as hell. Route runnings aren't great, but the catching is good. Release is even good. We'll throw him on our board as well. I feel like we have plenty of options there. Tight end, we have filled this out pretty good. Do we have good information though? Good and great. Blocking is good, but the catching is not there. So I think I'm out on Matthew Meadows potentially. What about Cesar Gonzalez here? The fastest tight end, almost the strongest. Injury could be a concern. He can't really block, but he can catch. What about Mick Mahone here? 22, 6'5". Not going to be as athletic. Similar, I think we would give the edge to Gonzalez there. And obviously, you still have Larkins down here as well. From Cincinnati, he's really strong. Not as fast. You're going to get good blocking, elite catching. His route runnings are magnificent. Do you drop the speed for a guy that's going to hang on to the ball and block well? Potentially there. Now here's where we get some interesting information. Raymond Rivera. Mid-tier in good strength, good speed, great strength. It's just his run blocking isn't going to be as intriguing and his injury is going to be higher. But then we get information here on Bryce Wall, who we know will not fall out of the first round. But he is a freak athlete. But his blocking isn't as good. His power's good, blocking not so much. Is there any other steals out here though? UDFA down the board. So the answer is really no. But there's plenty of talent up here. Even a round 1 to 2 guy in Clark Evans. Good athlete. Great finesse blocker. Terrible power blocker. I think if you're going to go away from Richardson, you would probably go Rivera. But the injury concerns there are possibly insurmountable. I mean, if you're looking here, you're looking at straight blocking dominance. Good awareness. He might get hurt. C isn't too bad. You definitely don't go Peralta. That's for sure. Isn't that who I just said he'd take? No, I said Rivera. You definitely don't take Fredrickson. Aaron Klein, you're going to get him speed upside. Outstanding finesse blocker. Same injury, though, as Richardson, so you would definitely go Richardson there as well. Or do you wait to the second round, take someone like Stephen Jeffrey? No, negative. Okay. We got a good draft story on Alex Velasco. But are we getting a good sense there? No, we are not. Tony Estes. Good athlete. Got Mason Richmond on here. 21 years old. Let's say he's a pretty good athlete. He's only going to pass block for you, though. That is literally it. But if that's what you're looking for, that makes sense. Then you got Torrey Jones. Probably going to be a similar story here, definitely. But maybe even better there, better upside. Center is a position I did say we might want to make an improvement. But do we see an improvement on this board anywhere? Definitely not there. Let's look at the number 1 guy. You're going to get good power. Solid finesse pass blocking. You might be looking at an upgrade here, but you would have to spend your second round pick for sure. And we don't know that that's how we want to play that. Freak athlete here, but the blocking is terrible. Looks like we're going to have another year of Andre James. Let's look at Simpson and Scioli here. No, you don't cost that there. And Ryan Simpson, good athlete, terrible blocker. Going right guard here. 2 to 3 from a UDFA. That's definitely a guy you want to go pick up at right guard. And potentially someone you want to start. Definitely intrigued there. But with that, do you find a guy that maybe you pick up Page, move him inside to center? How many do we have on our team? We have 1. And it's a B-. Who did I pick up? Can't think. There was somebody in free agency, though. Had to be. Or it's John Simpson. That's a possibility. But then you move Page to the opposite side, or you move him to center. That could work. Don't need any new information there. Good Lord. The best guy is a day 3 guy here on the right side. We're not going to be getting any improvements here. Alright, edge rushers. We're good. Sam linebackers. Man, that is unfortunate. Let's see. Anything intriguing here? Not really, honestly. Other than maybe a C. But, I mean, Christian Edwards is probably the best guy you're looking at. Good play rate, good catching. Let's throw him on our board. If he falls, we might go his direction. Got a 2 to 3 guy on here, and I don't think we have any new information, nor do we really need any new information, I don't think. But what about Kyle Arnold? Do we want to go out and get some more info here with those coverages? The speed ain't gonna be crazy, but he's gonna be strong as hell. Let's move to this position here. There's a day 3 corner. Not Enrique Elam. Peter Malone. He is slow as all hell. But he's got B-Man in a dream, essentially. Easily is a true round 1. So is Kirksey. Is there any other steals down here? Not with the info we have. But I think we already have a couple that could be intriguing with these late grades. Make sure to put Malone on your board. I think we're good at free safety. Strong, on the other hand. What about Joseph Long? Terrible coverages. Bad awareness. Makai Miller from Cincinnati. He's going to be the strongest guy. Kind of fast. Not the greatest coverage guy, but maybe someone you want to throw on your roster late. Obviously, maybe we even get more information on Spitzer or Amaro. Actually, we should have their confirmed kick power. Kick power is poor here with Spitzer. What about Amaro? solid with B accuracy. Just the awareness is going to be trash. I mean, I'm pretty sure their true talent is UDFA, so there's no point in getting any more information on them. Private workouts coming on up here. What are the new messages? Oops. It's probably going to be free agency, yeah. Yeah, we're not doing any trade block stuff. Let's get these private workouts in. Going to the favorites. I've already said I'm kind of looking at our quarterback room. I want to go 1 to Blakely. And now I want to go 1 to Richardson. And I kind of want to go with let's see. It was, oh, it may have been tight end. I think it was. I kind of want to go Larkins here. So we're going to go, it's going to be easier to do this. We're going to go Richardson. We're going to go Blakely. Because I'm pretty sure those two are the ones that we're going to need the information on. Alar, cool man, but I don't know about that F throw under pressure. That kind of scares me. We're going to go Larkins here. A UDFA guy, but I feel like he's higher. Go ahead and, whoa, hit no. Go to quarterback. I was about to be deeply disappointed. Richardson, Blakely. What is happening here? Hold on. Go to favorites. Oh, if you move, yeah, you gotta do it from this screen. No. Hold on. Back up. Private workouts. They're trying to piss me off today. Blakely. Larkins. I'm not going Arnold because I think I have enough information there and it's not a position of need. And Richardson. Now confirm. Thank you. Okay. On to draft week. See what information we just got. Blakely is a 2 to 3 guy. Well, good thing we went out and got that information. Dustin Richardson is a 1 to 2. Same as Faulkner. We have all information on Richardson now. BAA, B injury, B awareness, C break sack, C throw on the run. The thing about Faulkner is, okay, he's a 1 to 2 guy, right? BAA, B awareness, D break sack, BA for the stats we're looking at there. I feel like he'll be less injury prone than Richardson. Let's look at their physicals as well. 6 foot, 22. Throw power listed as great here. Both Under Pressure has an A. What about Blakely here, though? He may be a 2 to 3 guy, but does he fall to the 2 to 3 range and then you're comfortable picking him up? BAA, C, B under pressure, B awareness. C injury, that could be a concern. Faulkner, you're looking at 6'1", field general. Looking here, good and great strength, solid speed. I don't know, I feel like Faulkner looks like the best guy there. Definitely disappointed one of them didn't turn into a round 1 talent. Maybe Drew Alar is the best guy, 6'5". Did we miss an opportunity? It's not going to be BAA, it's going to be D and F there. There's no way. There's no way he's round 1 with the differences between them. This dude's projected, but there's no way in hell. Is there any possibility of either of these two being better? Technically, there is the injury concern from Quintarius Stewart, but he's going to be the best athlete you got. But he's going to be the most injury-prone guy you got, and he's not going to have any A accuracies. So it's definitely between those top guys there. Let's go to tight end real quick. Actually, let's just go to our favorites. No, go to tight end. What do we find out? Round 1 to 2, so definitely a guy you want to bring in Larkins. Man, oh man, decisions. The struggle is going to be real at this number 1 overall pick. Let's look at the mock drafts again. Quarterbacks that are going. Richardson will be gone. Oh, that's right. Here's the thing. Alar would have been gone. Rivera is gone. So you have to choose quarterback or you're going to lose out on all the top quarterbacks for sure. Blakely, Quintarius, they're all gone. Do we just miss on quarterback entirely in this class? And address our O-line? Because you got to look at it. These linemen, these left tackles, they're not falling to our next pick either. None of these quarterbacks and none of these tackles we're looking at are falling. Not one of them. Which is terrible. For me. Because, I mean, you look at Drew Alar and you're like, 6'5", come on. He's got to be the guy. But we're going to miss on every last quarterback unless we trade up, but we're not in a position to be trading up. Can we handle another year? Here's another thing to consider. We can have a whole shakeup the moment we draft our guy. There's going to be a whole shakeup with this class. Quintarius Stewart moving up 15 spots is a little unfortunate for us. Would I have wanted to pick him up? Probably not. But it is unfortunate. Christian Edwards is going to end up going here 32nd. So we're not going to have a shot at him. But I guess we got to jump into this draft here with fear in our hearts. But here's what you have to look at. Go into this depth chart. Tyler Show's your quarterback. Or Kendall Lamb is your left tackle. You look at left guard, you got John Simpson. Okay. Oh, it looks like we're going to have to bring up the new guys, I think. Andre James. Yeah, you're going to have to bring up the new... Got Dalton Reisner, okay. But still, not great. Right tackle, you're looking at Terrence Steele. Bringing in one O-lineman isn't going to help. Bringing in two O-linemen is going to be a big difference. So you bring in a guard, possibly move him to center. And then you roll with your new guard, Dalton Reisner, out there. And then you roll with that. Or you say, we need a quarterback. And you go pick up somebody who's going to be better than Show for sure. But your O-line isn't going to give him the time. The difficulties here are at an all-time high.
The NFL Draft.
I mean, you're looking at it. Oh, I don't like this. I can barely see anything here. At least you never press triangle, so... Oh, man. Quarterback or tackle. If you look at the quarterbacks, you could go out and pick up Elijah Reed out of Oregon. He will be available. He's going to be the fastest of these quarterbacks. Just the accuracies may not be there. But actually, in honest, if you're looking at this from a true perspective, you're not getting too much of a... You're not getting the guy in Elijah Reed, but you're not getting a bum. Fast flick of the wrist. Plays well within and outside the pocket. Does well to avoid sacks by throwing the ball away. But you got that gets rid of ball at first sign of pressure. That's not good. I mean, you look at Richardson. Let's see his traits. League average release time. Loves to run and play outside of structure. Does well to avoid sacks throwing the ball away. Stands tall in the pocket and always aware of pressure. That's a rare trait there for a quarterback. Whoa. Dustin Richardson has made an intrigue there. What the hell is that? Description required? Something's broken there. Plays well within and outside the pocket. Does well to avoid sacks by throwing the ball away. Gets rid of the ball at first sign of pressure. Look at Blakely, who will also be gone. Fast over the top style motion. Inside and outside. Does well to avoid sacks. First sign of pressure. Faulkner. First sign of pressure. There's only one guy here. One. Richardson. That you can look at him and truly say, he's going to be aware of the pressure, where it's coming from, and do what is necessary to do with the football. Feeling non-existent pressure is not a good thing either. That's interesting. Or do we go Robbie Young? The happy feet. Great power, poor speed, terrible accuracies. I don't think so. There's no just random guys down here that you're going to get talent grades on. We're not looking at receiver right now. We're not looking at tight end right now. We're looking at left tackle. There's options here too. He's not going to get flagged. Is the power speed a concern? Or do you just look at it and say he is the purest blocker in this class? Or there's a guy here, he won't get flagged either. He's a better athlete, slightly less in the run blocking department, but higher injury. Or do you go with a guy, Bryce Wall, even better athlete, and he's only going to kind of stand out at certain spots, and he's going to be healthier? Will he get flagged? No, he will not. If you're looking at it from an injury standpoint, this might be the move. But I don't want to look at it from an injury standpoint. That doesn't make sense. We already have the pass blocking better at the other two. We're going to go out here, pick up Norman Richardson. We have an F grade at left tackle. We have a D grade at quarterback. D at running back, surprisingly. A C at tight end. 3 positions that I intend to address. Stud finder, B-. Played college basketball for 2 years. High IQ blocker, envelops rushers, not allowing them to disengage. He's hidden dev. 85 strength could be a concern. We're going to find out how we feel about that a bit later. Why didn't we get this? Haters. So it looks like the quarter... No, that was a edge rusher coming off the board. They have Mahomes, so they did not need a quarterback. See, he went where he was supposed to go. And I mean, honestly, looking at it, you have to look at, does me going running back actually affect the quarterback, or tackle? Does it actually affect the quarterbacks? It really doesn't. So you're going to see those quarterbacks go where they're supposed to go. Dustin Richardson here at number 3. Corleone going to the Browns. I'm so sorry. I could not prevent that. Trey Bassey, edge rusher. We're just going to skip this dang clapaholics here. Juan Huerta's going. Ooh, he had a... Oh, never mind. Carter Stevens. Zach Stern is off the board. D-line heavy here. Now, Javier Peralta. Raymond Rivera. We changed some things here. There's some order flipping going on. Obviously, Richardson was only supposed to go 2, so he really didn't mess anything up by doing that. Alright, the first 10 picks are gone. Conrad Hutchinson's second quarterback is off the board. I still wish I could see the mock drafts to see how I can. I'm literally watching my own stream. Let's go back and look at this mock draft. I want to see how closely it's following. Where's this dang mock draft? There it is. I want to see how closely we're following this here after I changed it. think I lost it. Gosh dang it. Okay, I found it. Let's see how closely this is following. Alright, so I picked the guy who's supposed to go 2. So actually, the first quarterback comes off the board early, which is not good. Richardson was supposed to go to the Browns. Carter Stevens was supposed to go. So we may have actually screwed ourselves even more. Corleone wasn't supposed to go until 5. Bassie at 6. So I think we're literally just seeing this draft board. Yeah, we are. We're seeing this board kind of move up one. Everyone that was supposed to go one place moved up one. Peralta, yep. Conrad Hutchinson is the only one who actually followed his proper spots. So let's get the next. So Alar should be the next pick. Okay, let's see if that happens. And it probably will, because the Rams are in a very bad spot at quarterback. Yep, of course. Coming into our division here. That's the second pick. So 2 guys I passed on ended up being conference guy or division guys. Alright. Bernal, is he even... Yeah, he's supposed to go there. Starting to follow the draft again. Trey Kirksey, that's exactly where he was supposed to go. It looks like all the weirdness has worked itself out. So my effects have been eliminated. Go down one more, give me the next 4. Alright. Hugh Easley, that's exactly where he was supposed to go. Didn't Raymond Rivera already come off the board? He did. So the Saints caused some panic here. What did the Saints do instead? They go Clark Evans, who's supposed to go 19 to the Eagles. So how does that change things? Isaiah Hardwick still, I don't think he's going to change the QB situation. Yeah, it's just going to accelerate. He was supposed to go the next pick to the Bears, who end up going probably the next tackle that was supposed to come off. The next 2 picks should be quarterbacks. Unfortunately, actually, I think potentially the next 3 are going to be quarterbacks. The Rams go QB twice, though? They're haters if they do that. BJ Faulkner confirmed departed. Matt Blake, do not. Rams, I swear. They go Luke Kandra. They already got their quarterback. So we may have options here. We can go between Quintarius Stewart, the injury-prone Penn State guy. Well, let's not say that yet. We haven't fallen completely out of the round. And Kandra was supposed to go to the Dolphins, so they're probably going to take... Oh, they're going to take a tackle. Alright, Matthias Childs was supposed to go to the Raiders there. They make that move. There's supposed to be 3 linemen here, but the Seahawks guy has been taken already. Nick McDougal was supposed to go there. Sal Hoffman, they go wide receiver, adding to a completely stacked and cracked wide receiver room, and they just hurt somebody else. Bryce Wall went where he was supposed to go, so J.R. Butler is where... Oh, they abandoned tackle entirely, which is probably good for them because Mason Fredrickson is a bust. Who got the bust? The Dolphins did. Poor Dolphins. Hoffman was supposed to go to the Pats here. Okay, so there's going to be a Sam linebacker, 2 Sam linebackers coming off the board after what was supposed to be a wide receiver, but is it a wide receiver now? Yes, it is. It's just a later one. 2 Sams. They got Joe Burrow, so that follows. And they've got Jared Goff, so that follows. We are on the board. We no longer need to look at the mock draft. Sorry if that took a while doing that, but it was intriguing to me. So we have, because the mock draft had the Rams going QB twice, we now have options. We can go with the injury-prone Quintarius Stewart, who has happy feet, but has a fast throwing motion, freak athlete, but worse accuracy. I'll be honest with you. The way I look at this man, he's Anthony Richardson. Great athlete, injury prone, accuracies are something to be desired. So if we're going to go quarterback, the guy right here, good athlete, not injury prone, maybe he has the same exact accuracies, but he's going to be a little more, he's going to fit what we need a bit better. We can still go out and get our running backs if we want them. There's been 0 running backs go off the board yet. But there's other positions of need. There's still some good wide receivers available if you want to address wide receiver here instead of quarterback. Gonna have some good speed here, highly injury prone, but some good catching. And then you can wait a little bit, and we haven't really looked at Tracy Thompson here. 5'10", fast as hell. The route running and catching is terrible, but he is fast. Probably going to move on from him, though. At 5'10", I don't care how. You're basically Tyreek Hill. I'm good. Now, Alex Jimenez at 6'6", good speed. Solid route runnings, not the greatest catching. I said solid route runnings. It's probably going to be lower than that. Bad release, bad awareness. He's definitely an intriguing guy, though. Do they fall, maybe, though? It's 2 to 3 guy. We also need to remember we did find a gem at right guard who's projected undrafted. So, I mean, we could wait on him for sure. Tight end, we can wait. Center, I mean, do we see him being a difference maker? Even if he is, he's a day 3 guy. You don't go day 3 at the top of round 2. This is basically another first round pick. You definitely don't go tight end here. Not for a UDFA guy when the best tight end isn't even off the board yet. I feel quarterback Elijah Reed, 5'11" though? Oh no, hold on. Do we have to rethink everything here? Do we stick? We might want to stick with who we've got at quarterback. I don't know that this is going to be much of an upgrade here. I saw that height and I took a step back. 6'2" at least was Stewart, but Anthony Richardson? Do we really want Anthony Richardson 2.0? Hell, Anthony Richardson made the playoffs this year in this game, so, I mean, do you really want that? I mean, hold on, that didn't sound right. You definitely want to make the playoffs, but do you want it there? Arnold's UDFA. Do you address corner maybe? A day 3 guy at 2 to 3? Peter Malone? We could probably go get him with our next pick. They're still the best strong safety on the board in Cordell Borden. Gonna get decent, kind of decent coverages, but really bad injury. There's also Josh Savage, freak athlete, solid zone coverage, not great there in man. Could potentially be injury prone, but you're looking at also maybe some good finesse moves, but he's a strong safety. Let's not forget what he is. He could be a good player, actually, to go here. Can we really pass on quarterback, though? I really feel like I can. Very good athlete here. You're looking at similar accuracies. Same happy feet. I mean, if you want to go get a quarterback, why not Zach Calzada? He has a good awareness there at quarterback. Probably because he's a undrafted potential, but I mean, if we got 10% more information there, we might be looking at this differently. Oh, what to do. I don't know. I feel like that strong safety's really intriguing, though. I mean, okay. Let's look at this. Let's go all the way out to awareness, right? The top guy is going to be Quintarius. The second top guy is Reed. Now let's go find... Here he is. We need to go back up a little bit. Of course. Alright, just look one below. Highest awareness. Potentially tied in short accuracy. We know he's going to have worse middle than both, but potentially the highest deep accuracy. He's going to have the worst running, throw on the run. He's potentially tied for the highest throw under pressure, tied for the highest break sack. Maybe he's second, tied for second here in play action. He's going to possibly be tied for first in carrying. Streak moves are going to be lowest. His spin moves are going to be lowest. He's not going to be a runner. His injury is going to be potentially the highest. You might as well wait and get Calzada and go out and address some other positions. Do we feel like we have our guys at running back? Do we want to go with the number one running back available? Solid to decent, I'm not sold on him as the number one running back. Are we instead sold on Stefan Chancellor? Great speed at 4.3. He's the fastest running back in the class. He's going to be one of the weakest. Good vision. Possibly some good pass blocking. do we go Marcus Whitfield like we were supposed to go a round ago? Not looking at the greatest athletic guy. Good blocker. The break tackle was not there. Is the break tackle here though? Potentially. These are all three elusive backs. I don't see it here. I see him as a true... Well, I guess I do see it actually. The other two intrigue me more. Danny Edwards is your first power back. There's receivers too, like we have already discussed. Obviously, we didn't have ETN on our board. It's not going to be the most intriguing talent here. This is so hard. There's just so many directions you can go here. He's elite for a lot of stuff here. He's got good speed. Do you go out and address wide receiver here? Or are you scared off by the catching? Give me one moment. Potentially you could go here as well. But I don't think I'm going to. Man, oh man. Decisions. Or do you trade back here? You have a lot of UDFAs that you're looking at. Maybe increase your chances of picking up some of them. But not likely what you want to do here. Hell, I mean, there's still elite middle linebackers not a position of need, I wouldn't say. But I mean, if you really wanted to. I'm kind of feeling the safety right now. I think we're going to make the move. Josh Savage. It's going to be our draft pick here. A+. He's 11th in true talent. Concerns about his speed, willing, dependable tackle, good feel and IQ in zone coverage. We're going to see where those quarterbacks end up going. Not going to go, obviously, there. The Lions were supposed to go quarterback. They won't go there here. Oh, wait, they did pick up a quarterback, actually. It was the Browns that were supposed to go quarterback. Pat Black is off the board. I mean, hell, what if they fall to the third? Quintarius Stewart off the board. Alright, so the quarterback, one of them is off the board there, going over to Green Bay. Marcus Whitfield, the running back we were targeting, is off the board, and Alex Jimenez off the board there. Tyrone Mack, there's still a lot of teams, don't get me wrong. But we are getting pretty far, and we haven't seen our quarterback go off the board yet. If he's our quarterback. Bengals won't go quarterback, they just picked one up. And these are all playoff teams, so I don't see... The Rams already got their quarterback. Dolphins... Can't think who theirs is. Raiders have Cam Ward. They're not going to go quarterback. Chiefs have Lamar. They're not. Seahawks... Tua. They won't. Baker. They won't. Anthony Richardson. I could see him maybe there. They do. They go Elijah Reed. Alright, that takes the decision there off the board. CJ Allen. Alright, we are back on the board. We have a couple ways we can do this. Give me 1 second. Okay, so there's some guys on this board I want to go pick up. Larkins, Page. Okay, how many picks do I actually have left, though? We have one in the third, one in the fourth, one in the fifth, one in the sixth. We have 5 picks left. So, I want to go get Larkins, Page, Malone, probably Arnold, and I want a kicker. 3 of these guys, yeah, so I mean, in the logical sense, we're going to go Peter Malone here. A 6'3 slot, Texas A&M. Struggles to find the ball in there, has a motor that runs through the whistle, often looks to rip the ball away, lacks the discipline resulting in avoidable penalties. You look here, he's not the fastest guy. He's pretty strong. Makes sense why he would be in the slot. He's got B-man, D-zone. His awareness isn't great. He might be injury prone. But we've got a deep corner room. If he's not ready this year, potentially he's ready next year. They're going to give me an B minus. Okay, B minus here. Faster on tape. Willing tackler that rarely misses. High IQ routinely on display. Normal development. I didn't check the development on our last guy. I completely forgot. Oh, but I wanted to go quarterback too. He might be available after. I forgot about the quarterback. Kicker is an interesting one as well. I mean, do we roll with the kicker we got for a year? Do we miss on kicker to address these other positions? Interestingly enough, offense is our biggest need, and I've only addressed the offense one time. Honestly, we brought in a better kicker. We can probably miss on these kickers. We can go out, get Calzada, but we got to make sure he's in a decent spot. Tight end might have to be next since he's around 1 to 2 guy, although the number 1 tight end isn't even off the board yet, although the number 2 is. Guard. It's probably going to have to be Larkins, Page, quarterback, Arnold. That's probably the order it's going to have to be in. Or does it have to be Larkins? Yeah, Larkins, Page, quarterback, Arnold. Is that right? Am I thinking about this clearly? If we miss on quarterback, alright, we got another year. But he'll have better weapons. Okay, I think I'm thinking about this right. Better weapons, better line. I think maybe he can have another year if we miss. I want to go next user pick, but it's in this round, which is a little annoying. Because I want to see the picks as they come off. I want to see what positions are going. Okay, there's the number 1 tight end. Okay, we look like we're having a tight end run. Definitely going to be the time to go get Arnold. Whoa! Where is he even on the board now for tight end? Okay, he's still pretty far down there. I mean, when you're projected UDFA, you usually don't have to worry until you start getting into... Alright, now we got a left guard going off the board. Got some linebackers coming off. Getting a little bit of lag here. Robbie Young is off the board. Matthew Woodard. If we miss on the quarterback, we just go kicker. It's a very simple exchange there. But if we miss on one of the other guys, it gets a little more complicated. It'd be really bad if we missed on this guard, though. This just adds, I mean, it'll take longer in the draft, but it adds a little fun to it, just going pick by pick. I like seeing the full board like this. It makes it a little more fun than just seeing the one player, because you kind of look back and you're like, okay. Did I just resume the draft? I did not. Okay. Now, I have no idea about these teams' tight end rooms, so it's entirely possible. I mean, okay. Are we really thinking UDFA going here? The best right tackle was off the board. Lindsey Muldrow. Mike Whittington. Lots of running backs coming off the board. Tracy Thompson. One more pick. And our tight end is in our grasp. Let's get it. Oh man. We've got our guy. But we need to be smart about how we do this. He's our guy. He's kind of high up on that board now. But are we worried about 5th round losing a 2 to 3? Well, we should be worried about losing a 1 to 2 in the 5th round then. What about quarterback? Are we even worried here? I don't think I should be worried at all. And then a linebacker. Should I be worried here? A little worried. But again, if we miss on him, not a position of need. So we're going to go get Larkins here. He's not my typical tight end mold, but you get around 1 to 2 guy for sure with elite strength. You know, maybe the speed isn't that bad. What is the speed looking like? Decent speed, great catching, good blocking, stiff arm, truck. He's got A's everywhere. Go ahead and make him the pick. Tyrese Suttle's happy about it. I'm happy about it. There's Larkins. He's happy about it too. B minus, 36 at 97. I'd say that's B plus. Reliable pass catcher, strong hands to make catches through contact. Intermediate route running is inconsistent. Okay. Hidden dev though. He's going to be a monster. In my opinion, he's going to be a monster. Okay. But can we get our last... And this is what I view this guard as. This is our last guy in this draft. Like, he's going to be a dog. And if we can get him, that'd be great. Am I worried? Hell yeah. I wish you could skip like 4 picks. Like, you can make a custom thing on the skip. Well, then I'd just skip like 30. Figure out the whole draft. Cesar Gonzalez is off the board. We had good draft stories on him. But obviously David Larkin's a little too much to pass up. Khalid Bigby is off the board. We didn't address wide receiver, which may be concerning to some, but not really to me. No guards are off the board at this point, but with that 2 to 3, he could be the first one to go off the board. Like, they don't always follow it to the T there. And I'm not seeing any more linebackers really come off the board, so it's looking like we're going to be in a good spot there. You know what? Let's look at just the total board. So you got Velasco, who's going to be a 3 to 4 guy. He's probably going to come off the board. I mean, when you look at it, these guys are so far, they're not even in the top 100 guys left. So we should not really have to worry at all here. That UDFA grade is coming in clutch. And it's funny because I'm not even supposed to be like, I don't have to go for UDFAs here. They're just intriguing to me. I mean, okay, 2 of them are guys that are coming from either the Cincinnati or the App State. But I'm pretty sure both these guys are App State guys. They are. So I know potentially, I've already seen them play in college. I know they have upside. Actually, funny enough, we'll have to look at my App State thing, but I'm pretty sure Larkins was supposed to go in the 3rd round. Actually, no. That's inaccurate. It's another tight end. Later. Another tight end later. I've not really been paying too much attention. No, don't resume the damn draft. Let's go to the next pick. We got 4 picks until our guy is in our grasp. Honestly, with him not even being the top, there's Velasco. We honestly could have looked at as a potential pick there as well. Zach Trainer off the board. That's another Mike linebacker going. That was not our guy. That just went off that board. But when you look at it, we're just going to run through this again. Just the only one we'll miss is Arnold. Potentially, if he's here. Actually, I won't have to because I can just look at here. Yeah, see, none of them are even on the board yet. The top, I think this is the top 100 board. So I really don't have to worry. Maybe it's top 50, but I think it's top 100. Go to the favorites list. And hell, one of these 2 guys may still be available if we want to pick them up anyways. Page is the pick up here, though. 23 years old. Good to solid in his speed to strength there. So he's not going to be like a freak athlete. He's not going to be outstanding in blocking. But he's going to be in a place where I can develop him. May move him to center, legitimately. Or leave him at right guard and move the other guy to center. You have options there. Whichever one's going to give you the best option is going to be the way to go. B- 68 in true value. Draft him at 129. Creates solid foundation to slow pass power rushers. Knowledgeable and proficient in run blocking schemes. Displays explosive power in the run game. He's hidden dev. We went out and made a new good player here. Alright, so we made a good move there. This draft class is coming together strong. Well, we just have to hold out for our next 3 guys. The question is, our next two guys? 2. Do we wait on the quarterback? Do we hold position? Are we comfortable where we're at? It's hard saying right now. Alright, I mean, right tackle is still going to be weak. Center is going to be weak regardless. So it's not like we filled out the line, but at least if we can give them time is the hope. And honestly, I don't know which position to hit. Okay, we got a quarterback coming off the board. So maybe the oh, but then you get a middle linebacker off the board. But again, we're kind of looking at that from a perspective of we're probably still neither of them in the top 100. And we're not seeing any more quarterbacks or linebackers come off, so it's not like there's a run. And I think that linebacker specifically was supposed to go. Can the Rams crush my dreams? No, they can't. The last division opponent to potentially crush my dreams is the Seahawks. McMahon going out to the Raiders, okay. Next pick. Alright, they went to corner. Side end, we just got 3 more picks, and then we gotta make some tough decisions. That was not our guy, it was like Jeffrey or something like that. Okay, so from where we're looking right now, do we see either of them? Obviously Arnold is not on my board, I don't think. There's a Mike linebacker. So looking at it from that perspective, no, is Arnold on my board? Yeah, he's on my board. They're both on my board. Oh no, the quarterback was the one not on my board. Is he still here? Okay, he's the 3rd quarterback. 3rd quarterback versus the 2nd middle linebacker. Who do we think is going to make the biggest difference? Elite strength here in Arnold's. Great coverages. B awareness. Catching is really good. He had a lot of interceptions in college. I mean, I feel like we're going to go Arnold here. Here's why. He's the number 2 Mike linebacker, and he is also the player that I know for a fact is probably going to be an upgrade over our number 2 Mike linebacker instead of going after, even though Reader doing great things, but we're going to go here. I'm going to skip this little thing here. B+, 71 in true value. Drafted him at 161. Good awareness and reaction as a defender. Sure tackler. Shows solid spatial awareness when dropping in the zone. Okay, he's normal development, not great, but I think he's going to be a difference maker. And I'm like 95. Let's double check. I'm 95% sure there's like no quarterbacks on this board. There's not a single quarterback in the top 100. And he's number 3. Now, do I think he's going to be a great quarterback? Maybe. He might be. He might be a really good quarterback for the value we're getting. But we gotta hope that he is basically Brock Purdy and he's gonna fall all the way down here. Do I go pick by pick? Do I accelerate it? I say no. Now, we'll have a decision on our hands if the kickers are still... Neither kicker's gone, so... I'm pretty confident they'll both be there at our pick. We could have went out and got a tackle. We didn't want to do that. We're going to have to make quite a few cuts since I brought back almost everybody. Matthew Meadows finally goes off the board here in the 6th round. Oh, Josh Amaro is off the board. Oh shit, that was my pick. I wasn't paying attention. That was so stupid. Do I even have a 7th? I don't think I do. No! Oh my goodness, y'all. We have no more picks. No! I'm upset. Deeply upset by what just transpired. Because I know this dude is about to be good. Dude, you gotta pay attention. I forgot we weren't 7-1. We were right there. Pay attention, man. Let's go to the end of the draft. We'll find out where he ended up going. If he ends up going anywhere, but I guarantee you he's going in the 2nd or the 7th. Damn it. Gilmore retired off the Rams? Well, thank you. Dude, I can't believe I just did that, man. We're going to go to the 6th. We're not even going to look at our guys yet. Just scroll up to the Falcons. We're going to the 6th round. Go all NFL. Just get him off our board. Where'd he end up going? I mean, okay, we got a kicker. Did I even get the A accurate? You know what I mean? I didn't even get to choose the kicker I ended up wanting. Chamberlain went off the board. So in the 7th round, there's 2 quarterbacks. The second one is our guy. He actually didn't get picked up. Can we get him right now in free agency? No, we cannot. We'll look at the draft recap. We may be able to pull it off. I'm upset I didn't at least get to pick my kicker, though. Hidden Dev, Norman Richardson, 74 overall. Looking at an outstanding pass blocker. Decent run blocker, but we'll have to work on the strength a bit. I'm really happy with that pick. Man, dude. I can't believe I just did that. Josh Savage is the best pick of our class. He's going to start immediately. Great zone coverage. Not great man, but I mean, you're looking at a strong safety, though. And he has good speed. He's the 29th ranked safety in the league. Where does Richardson rank in the league? Okay. My file. Ratings. He's 34, so he's just outside of that starting caliber. But with his Hidden dev, we should quickly get there. Alright, we know Peter Malone is normal dev, but he could 75 man, 65 zone isn't great. Could use a year to develop, maybe. Larkin's 74 overall. He'll be our starting tight end this year with that hidden dev for sure. He's the 41st ranked tight end. Hopefully we can quickly get him up. Hunter Page. I didn't even see his development. Actually, I did. He was hidden dev, 73 overall. Again, not great strength, but you're looking at him as a guy that can quickly get into a role. I didn't look at their numbers either, but we'll look at that when we get into the... Was he normal dev or hidden dev? What was he? Okay, so normal on Josh Savage, but that's fine. I wish it didn't take so long to get from player to player. 72 overall, Kyle Arnold. I'm thinking about immediately getting him those second linebacker reps. He's 23 years old, but normal dev, you'll want to get him started early. He's got solid speed. Coverages are already in decent spots for a linebacker. And the disappointment of the draft, Josh Amaro. Everybody's pissed. At least he's hidden dev. 90 power, 70. Okay, everybody's not pissed. But I am, because I didn't get to choose. Let's scroll on back. Let's scroll on back. Kicker, I would have went Spitzer, I think. Hold on. I may have gone Spitzer with that A awareness. Damn. But maybe we get the quarterback anyway. We can breathe. Let's take a look at everybody's class. I'm not happy, but we might be coming out of here. Okay, so they follow suit with us. You go get a left tackle, and then you go get a defensive player who's better than your first round pick. Hidden dev and Javier Peralta. Maybe a better pass blocker, but he is not a better run blocker. Then you look at a guy here, Elijah, goodness, Dillard. Okay, better guy, but he has normal dev, same as us. Good power moves, solid block shedding. Okay. Probably the last guy we want to look at here. Ooh, they got some steals too. Okay. Now we look here at the Seahawks. Sal Hoffman, 76 overall wide receiver to add to their already very good wide receiver room. Why did you go do this? Why would you do this? I mean, I get your guys are good, but they're old. But they're still good. Daniel Mendoza. And honestly, their last guy was on my board. And he looks like he was pretty damn good. Mendoza also on my board, but only because of a draft story. I believe Richmond was also only on my board because of a draft story, but they go out and get a good left guard. Normal dev, though. Good pass blocker, not as good as a run blocker. Okay. What about the Rams? They went out and got Drew Alar, 75 overall. Was he hidden dev? Should I have made the move? You know, maybe. 97 throw power. My biggest thing was his throw under pressure is 63. And I feel like he's going to be under pressure a lot. So we'll probably have to deal with him for oh my gosh. Luke Kandra. Yeah, dang. What have I done? The Cincinnati legend. Oh no. We're all shaking our boots, right? Everybody here? I think we are. We are terrified right now in this moment. Goodness. I didn't even look at him, I was so terrified. Let's go back, let's go back. Okay, so his finesse blocking is terrible, but his power blocking is insane. They also went out and got another guy off my board in ATN. Rest of this I'm not too worried about. Oh, hold on. Let's go back in there. Let's go to the NFL as a whole. Okay, I feel like the 82 is the highest guy. It's gotta be. Yeah, oh, Corleone. Dante Corleone, also from Cincinnati. He's also an 82 overall. Highest pick in the draft. Or not highest pick, but the highest overall guy. Hidden Dev Monster. Oh my gosh, 91 power moves off rip? Imagine we brought him in. Imagine we brought that man in. Teams would fear us. Carter Stevens is a good guy, Trey Bassey. So, 6 of the top 5 guys are trench guys. You gotta be afraid of some of this that just came into this league. Drew Alar, the highest awareness. Highest speed, Tracy Thompson, but we knew he couldn't catch really. We knew he was fast. ETN, the highest acceleration. Jimenez, highest agility. Peter Malone is up there. Okay, strength. We ain't got no one here. How good was Bryce Wall? 78 overall? This may have been the move, man. Hold on. We're looking here. Bryce Hall may have been... I don't know. The power blocking, I would say yeah. But I feel like I made the right move still. Ball carrier moves is insane that quarterback is up there. Elijah Reed's up there too. We'll have to look at them. Alex Jimenez, Sal Hoffman. The change of direction is crazy. And the juke move? What the hell? Larkins has the highest trucking. Larkins has the second highest catching, tied with J.R. Butler. How old is Larkins? 24? Not going to be the highest in any of these route runnings, I'm sure. Release. Throw power, he got 2 that were 99, or 1 that's 99, 97 for ALR. What? Who the hell is this? Matt Blakely, 88 oh my goodness, these accuracies are going to make me cry. There's no way that quarterback doesn't go in free agency, though. Number 1 in pass blocking, Norman Richardson. You see it here first. 3rd in pass block power. 6th in pass block finesse. Hunter Page is the number 5 in run blocking. Page is the number 5 in run block power. We also have to look at how the injuries are going to play in effect as well. My disappointment is definitely immeasurable at the moment, that quarterback situation, though, over a kicker. When I already had a kicker on my team that could be competent. Peter Malone, 5th in man coverage. And Josh Savage tied for 4th in zone coverage. He's number 2 in press. Any crazy return people? No. Oh my goodness, I got the kick accuracy, guys. Alright, lowest injury would have been Quintarius Stewart. I want to get out of the 80s. Up to at least 85 without seeing a single one of my players. Was Corleone down here? He sure is. Okay, so 2 quarterbacks are already down here. With our O-line, they both would have been gone. That's how I have to look at that. Moving well, we're moving well. Still none of our guys yet. Out to 84. Alright, here's our first guy. Hunter Page is at 85. He was close to being an 86 based off of this, but not quite where you would want a very important player to be. Can we get the rest above? Nope. Josh Savage is an 86. That's not good. Drew Alar would not be getting hurt. Can we get to 90? No more. Nope, one more. Peter Malone. Oh, here's a couple more. Norman Richardson's an 89. David Larkins is a 90. And I think we're good. There we go. We'll get one more. Kyle Arnold's a 93. Alright. Solid there. I think it's... Oh, hold on. Before we get out of the draft recap, I want to look at these quarterbacks. go to NFL. Round 1. First quarterback, Dustin Richardson. Hidden depth, 75 overall. Deep accuracy would have been rough, but everything else, awareness would have been, What about, and that was the guy I was thinking about picking up, I think Hutchinson. One of these two guys. $70 overall. Okay, we bit a bullet. We did not bite the bullet there on Hutchinson. No, this is definitely not the guy I was going to pick up. The 75 would have been an upgrade at 75 overall. Drew Alar went the next pick, another 75 overall guy. We're just going to sit here and hope that, his deep accuracy would have been a thing, but we may have gotten out of there on the top of that one. Faulkner, though, man, I don't know. Hidden dev, 75 overall. The throw power isn't as great as the other guys, but the under pressure is pretty good. This is a very good quarterback class. And I hope the next one is similarly good because we may need it. The MVP, or the Heisman here, and Matt Blakely. Hidden dev, 73 overall. I think he's probably one of the worst out of the pack. Alright. Second round, we missed on 2. And these are the last 2 guys I want to... Obviously, he's 71 overall. We know he's injury prone as hell. You guys basically just went out and got a less accurate Anthony Richardson. Or maybe same accuracy Anthony Richardson. What about Elijah Reed? He would have made it interesting. Hidden dev, 69 overall. I think we got out of here good on that one. We probably got out good on the other quarterback as well. The kicker probably makes sense. Let's 2025 retirements. We already saw that. Let's advance a week. We'll adjust the roster momentarily. Let's go see if he is available. GM office. Nope, not NFL rosters. Free agents. Go quarterback. Does he still go by age? He got picked up. But is that a bad thing? Let's find out. NFL rosters, quarterback, Tyler Show in year 2. It's pretty much on par with the other guys, he's just not hidden dev. Calzada went to, he was a 69 overall. Would have been a steal where he was. He's probably hidden dev, isn't he? Normal dev, accuracies are solid. Pretty much got Show again. I'm good. Drew Ayler for the Rams. BJ Faulkner taking over for Jameis. Matt Blakely for the Chargers. Comes up short in Hall of Fame voting. Okay. Aaron Rodgers is definitely a Hall of Famer. David Onyemata got traded to the Giants. Gordon's on the block. Okay. Oh, the Seahawks and the Rams did a little trader-ooski there. Okay, last thing we're going to do in this episode is set the preliminary depth charts. This is still our quarterback situation, as terrifying as that looks. Running back Elijah Mitchell is clearly taking that back, and this man is falling all the way down. Whee! Bye-bye. Fullback, I guess. We'll go, I mean, hell, we might as well let him. Now we're going to bring Eric All up to play fullback. Receiver, do we want to make some changes here? We obviously brought this man in. So he could take Restrepo's spot. I think he definitely should. Honestly, put him over Patrick as well. That speed, let that speed ride. 6'5", for sure. We're definitely not having Tanner Hudson in here, though. We'll bring Isaiah Williams up. I think this is a good setup here at wide receiver. Tight end, I think we all know who the number one guy is. And we also see who the odd man out is. That's going to be Tanner Hudson. Left tackle, we got our new guy here. Simpson still starting here. James could be replaced. It is potentially in the works. Right guard, we're going to make a change. He needs time to develop. He's going to be the same strength, worse pass blocking, but a better run blocker, so we could potentially be stepping back a bit here, but we will be fine. It's all going to be okay. Oh, goodness. Left edge, we're still looking at the same situation here. Except for Gabriel Murphy is coming up. Right edge, the backup depth is looking not as spectacular. But I don't think we've seen Ebicam get hurt at all. Here, I can't justify Watson being the starter. But I can justify him being well, can we? We honestly might be able to. With the age, we'll test it out. The Sam here, still going to be Nowoski potentially, unless we move. Let's see. Arnold is going to be a clear 2 here. But didn't I pick up a Sam linebacker? Nope, I picked up a Will linebacker like an absolute fool. And James Williams. He'll at least be an upgrade here. We don't want to Don't drop read out of existence, though. Corner, we definitely improved the room with our draft pick of Peter Malone. Same speed there. He's going to be 6'3". Okay, interesting room here. Who has the better coverages from these two? I mean, it flips really, but I would probably still go Pierre. We'll probably move Jonathan Jones into the slot with his speed being a little bit lower. Definitely move D. Alford back up though. And then we also brought in Jalen Smith, a very young player. Who, do you put over Pierre here? I think you do. I think you roll with this. You lose a little bit of height. Quite a bit of height, actually. But you increase in, well, same speed. Better coverages overall. Yeah, both higher there. Okay. Maybe you even... Well, we can't have two. Shiloh Sanders is clearly not the number one there. And you don't go Roderick Teamer here, you go Josh Savage. Here, you got two options. You go with Carlson, where you develop the guy you didn't want in the first place. Technically, the power is just a little bit less there, so you might as well start developing there. And then you go out and you get Camarda, move him up. Still got him there. Kick return, is it still the best to go Zonovan Knight? Technically, Laub is a higher overall. Same. Or do you go Malone? A little better speed. Let's try that out. Then here, gold, 94 speed, 84 overall. Try that out. And then make sure Zonovan Knight is the 2 here. Maybe you go Laub as the 2. Let's try that out. Third down running back is going to be Elijah Mitchell. Drop that man on your board. Gadget player, Isaiah Williams is going to be higher overall in this. Get Frank Gore out of here. We'll leave Jeff Wilson as the power back for now. Slot is going to get some changes. Restrepo is no longer the number one guy here. But Thornton is also not a slot, so... Do we throw Tim Patrick, who's 6'4", or Marvin Harris? Honestly, I was so disappointed in Marvin Harrison, we may go like this. And see how he plays better in the slot. Because we got two taller guys who are going to have lower speed here, higher speed there. Do we go Patrick? We'll throw Patrick in there. height speed comparison, that makes the most sense. Defensive end, that's still set up the way I want it. Watson is not going to be a good rush tackle, it looks like. But still, we'll give him a shot. Get the younger guy in there. Here, we're going to bring Arnold up. Him and Ford are going to be a monster duo. Corner, who are we? We were just talking about this. And I think it makes sense to go Jonathan Jones here. And then bring Smith is the other, Pierre up to be the secondary slot. Okay, the only other position I want to hit again is Sam linebacker, because we're going to bring Reader on over. I'm going to make him the starter there, so that way we can potentially have him, Ford, Arnold all on the field at the same time. But we're going to end this one here. Who Dey to all you Bengals fans out there. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.